Well, hey there, it's Elka.
And Jen, and we are Zazzle expansion experts. This is our little intro. Who are we? We are a mother-daughter duo team who started our own businesses on Zazzle in 2007 and struggled and tried to make it work. And Elka came up with the 5 strategies in order for her store to become profitable and replacing her income that she quit her job prior. And then the 5 strategies is actually what I implemented in my Zazzle store to help me become successful. And both of us had collectively sold over $15 million worth of Zazzle products because we implemented these 5 strategies in our Zazzle businesses. And now we teach our clients who are part of our Profit by Design Academy coaching program the exact same 5 strategies and have helped them up until this date collectively sell over $160 million worth of Zazzle products online. And today in this little video, we're doing a 3-part workshop or 3-part video series, sorry. And this is the 3rd part where we are talking to you about making money online with Zazzle and using your titles and tags correctly and making sure that you're optimizing your views in order to get sales, obviously. And the way you do that is by making sure that your titles and tags are done and having good SEO, right?
Yeah, and do you want to put up the banner?
Sure.
Oh,
Here, go make
oh,
money.
oh,
Get, oh,
maybe we,
put up the yes, share my screen. Yes, that's what I want to do right here. Give me 1 second here. Okay. There we go. So we're showcasing this product, and we've done this now, and this is our 3rd video in the 3-part series. And we're talking about this product in particular because it's got really great overall everything in terms of what we're speaking about. So the titles and tags of this product here help with the fact that they are describing the style and the theme of this poster, right, or foam board. And it's a wedding welcome sign, and the designer has obviously done their research in terms of an intentional product and what product should go into the wedding niche market, and realized that this is like in terms of the design style and theme of this minimalistic, modern, elegant sign. They've done their research for the design aspect as well as finding a specific purpose that this product can serve, right? A customer is looking for a welcome sign for their wedding. And so the title here is Modern Photo Elegant Wedding Welcome Foam Board. Even though it's very generic, it does describe the product very well. And it's using a lot of keywords that are trending right now in terms of, modern and then having photo and elegant. Those are 3 words that describe what this simplistic, minimalistic design is all about. And then obviously it's a wedding welcome sign. And so they have that in the title. And so those are, even though it's a very generic title, is very specific for the purpose of this design. And I'm just going to scroll down here and then see the tags here. And so modern photo, wedding sign, wedding welcome, happily ever after, typography, simple, full bleed photo, classic, elegant, black type, couples names. And so this person here has done a really great job at tagging their product as well, really talking about what is the product. Like if you're to describe your product without having somebody see it, let's pretend you're talking to somebody on the phone, how can you use the best descriptive words to do so that someone doesn't have to actually be looking at this product to know what it looks like, right? Because the only reason why we're doing titles and tags is so that people can literally search for your product online, because you're creating like a web page. Whenever you create a Zazzle product, you're creating your own web page. And in order for the SEO or the search engine optimization to be good enough for people to find your product, not only on Zazzle, but also on Google, is through your title and your tags. Okay. And then in your description, yes, it does pick up a little bit of SEO, but your title and your tag are so important in terms of really honing in on those keywords that are specific for your niche. And so you need to do your research not only for the product type, but then also for your niche, and understanding what like words should fit into not only your title to describe what your product looks like and name it properly, but then also tag it properly as well. And this is where a lot of people get stuck because they, for example, have a really interesting or intricate pattern, or a product that has a lot of colors, or maybe the product has a specific use or saying to it, and then your title becomes a little bit more difficult to actually describe the product. And so that being said, if your title is a little bit odd or off because of your product type and the design, that's where you can really utilize your tags to make sure that people are able to find your product. And also going above and beyond that, speaking to even artists and people who create artwork and name your title after your artwork, let's say using very descriptive words that are outside of the normal speak or normal things, you really want to talk to your customer in their language. And so that's really why you have to define your ideal customer avatar and know what type of words they use and how someone would search for something on the internet. Because if you make your title and your tags too complicated or too smart or too clever, or too over the top, even words that are hard to spell, then unfortunately you're going to have less traction on your product, because not everyone thinks of those things when they're in a search engine, right? For example, like if you were to think about what you want to buy, how do you search in Google? How do you search in Zazzle? And that's exactly how people find your products. And so if you're going above and beyond or over the top in terms of your verbiage and using complicated words, then unfortunately your products probably will have a hard time being found by potential customers, right?
Yes. And I think that's a really big lesson to learn from what Jen just said. Like, she just covered a ton of information. But what I want to really re-emphasize is that, you're not just doing this for fun by labeling your product. You're literally using the title of your product as a way to develop, like, that's your URL for your product. And each product is a web page on the Zazzle marketplace, and also searchable in Google. And so you want to have a very specific, clean title, so that you are delivering on, as what Jen said, the customer that's searching for this, what words are they using? And then when they get there and they actually see, what they clicked on this because they saw the words and the title, and then when they see the image, it has to match. And also the bots that are on Zazzle that do that and go like, this is in our search engine, we should have this up higher. It's because there's a match between what they see in the picture and what the title is. So you can't just, put something in in the title to get people to look at your product, but then really when you see the product, it doesn't have anything to do with that. It's just because you're using some sort of fancy trending keyword. That's really not very helpful to you, and it's very frustrating for the customer. But if you deliver on, describing what your customer is actually looking for with those words, and it actually truly is the design that they're looking for, then you've pretty much made your sale, because you've decided to, label it properly and design for it properly. And then this brings us back to the first part of our three-part series, where we talk about the cover image. And so that once the customers, even like whether they're searching it and finding it like this, where you can see it as a product, or if they're finding it in the just basic search engine, either on Google or in the Zazzle marketplace, when you see it as a thumbnail and you see that mock-up image, or sort of the product mock-up, and the way it's presented with the cover photo, and you can see the product really well using this cover photo to make it look better and stage it, then that's a nice like trifecta of, you've got the great design, you've got the good marketing cover photo for the image for the product, and you've got the tags and the titles that got your customer there to basically say, here's the product you're looking for, and then they go like, oh, I like that. And then you've like 90% of the way there to having the sale completed, which is exactly what we want for you, because we want to help you make money on the Zazzle platform. And so we're doing everything possible to help you understand marketing, product development, SEO, promotion. And that's one of the reasons for this series, is just to get people to understand that you have to do the work. You have to deliver on bringing the product that's intentional, so it's truly something someone wants to pay money for. Then you have to position it in such a way that it actually makes the customer go like, yeah, I get it, I can see it, I understand it, and it works. And then obviously you don't want any customer to be disappointed that if they've searched for something and you haven't delivered, but you definitely want them to be happy that they found what they're looking for because you've labeled it properly. So it all brings it all together, and all three of these things are incredibly important. And then,
Yeah.
of course, when I was talking about the design, which is the intentional product, that takes skill and that takes training and practice. And that's one of the reasons why you have the Profit by Design Academy coaching program set up that way, because you get to practice 2 times a month. You get to put a link to one of your products up into our coaching call, and we look at each product and we look at the design, we look at the cover photo, we look at the titles and tags, and we literally help you make sure that all three of those are incredibly well developed so that you have the best chance possible to sell, which is really fun. And it usually works.
Yeah. Yeah. And so the Profit by Design Academy coaching program, yeah, we go in depth, and in our, like Elka mentioned, in our weekly calls, we will help you understand the whole cohesiveness of everything. For example, if this was your product and you wanted a review on this product, we would have the link to this product on the coaching call, and then we would look at your title and your tags, and then look at the design and look at your cover photo. If there was something that needed to be fixed on the design, myself or Elka would personally go in and personalize it and rearrange your design so that it looks better. And then we'll give you the permission to actually sell that version of your own design that will be manipulated. And we've seen a lot of success from that, because there's sometimes people just need a little bit of a tweak in their design or a tweak in their titles and tags, and also their cover photo, or bringing it back to the entirety of this 3-part series where we're talking cover photo of your the mock-ups and the cover images for your products, then titles and tags, and then collections. And this is, the collection that it's part of. And so if this product particularly fits in with this collection, or if this product could then be maybe maximized in a different collection, we also give you that information too, because we really look at this product as a whole. And as you can see here, I'm just going to zoom in really quickly and show you, but almost 5,000 people have viewed this design. And if you kind of work on that as like a 10% conversion rate, and it might actually even be more because it's an intentional product, this product is selling a lot. And I mean, 5,000 views is quite a lot of views for sure, but there's other products on the Zazzle marketplace that have been viewed 30,000 times, 50,000 times. And so if you can think about that this person, this designer, has made this one design and is potentially selling it over and over and over and over again, is because they were intentional about their product choice, their product purpose, and also their cover photo, first of all, second of all, their collection, and then third of all, their titles and tags. And that's just like a trifecta, all working towards having this be a popular best-selling product.
And again, this is somebody's product online that you cannot copy that. This is their design. Please do respect the copyright of this designer, because if this was happening to you, if you go like, oh, Elke and Jen use this as a way to teach someone, it's a free-for-all. It's not a free-for-all. This is this person's design, and they're making money, and they depend on that money. Go make up your own design and make it better, or add your own spin to it, or whatever, but please do not copy. That is the last thing that we want from being able to, showcase this design like this for you, so that you learn, but you do not copy. That is the first and only rule that we stick to in terms of making sure that all of us here on the platform can function and get the money that we do earn in an abundance way rather than a lack way. When you're talking about lack, you're thinking, okay, well, I don't have the ability to actually make something similar, so I'm going to like try to do this. Just because you're going to change the names or change the photo, that's really ridiculous. You will not make a business doing that. You have to work on your own ability to produce products and to post them so that you can have a long-term business that consistently makes money year after year. And that's the first rule, is just to start making your own products that are your own designs. And that's how you're going to sell, because Zazzle is this platform where everyone comes to ask and look for unique and individual designs. So we have to really always stress that. But otherwise, this is showing you an opportunity that even something like a sign, where if you say that the royalty is 10%, well, that even on sale is almost $4. And if the person sold about 10% of the views, which is like a really good conversion rate, that would be 500 sales times $4, and that's $2,000, right? Is that right? Yeah. So that's an incredible amount of money that you can make from one item that's on the Zazzle platform. So make your own, and take more of the information in terms of what it is that this person's delivering, rather than being sitting there and going like, I have to do exactly this design, otherwise I'm not going to sell anything. So that's my little soapbox speech, and I want you to hear it, because I'd rather that you don't copy and become successful on your own, rather than taking a few dollars away from this person who worked really hard to put this together. And she deserves everything that she, all her sales, not just because, someone else is going to come in and do something to make it very similar. And I think it's better to move ahead and find your own. That's why Jen and I both had the success that we've had on the marketplace. And you can just really quickly see if someone just copied it. You don't have the same design skills and sweet spot where you can deliver at such a high quality, especially these designs that look like they're easy to copy, and they're really not. It's very clear when someone's copying, and it's you can be taken down, and your store can be shut down. So while we're getting all excited, I want you to also just realize that we're all adults here, and we need to make sure that we're respecting each other, and that everyone has the ability to create abundance here on the platform.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you so much for watching, and make sure that you look at the first and second of our 3-part series where we talked about cover photos for products and collections. And then if you have any feedback, please write in the comment section down below. We love hearing what your thoughts are. And if you enjoyed this video, resonated with it, if you want to see other content on this YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe, share this video with anybody that you might think would find it useful. And we will hopefully see you one day in our Profit by Design Academy coaching program. All right, bye.